like all people who write poetry, I get blocked occasionally. And I was a bit worried. I was worried about Donal. I went to this sort of mindfulness thing, and I thought this will lead to some poems, possibly. So this lady, very nice lady, and she said, "Empty your mind." That is the name of the title of this poem. "Empty your mind," she said. I closed my eyes. Straight away they crowded in, the millions unfed, the ruined cities of Gaza, Ukraine, Yemen, all the dying species of creatures under the sea, the wildfires, the floods, the droughts, the melting glaciers, the future. "Now, write a poem," she said, and my mind became empty. The nearest thing to politics yes, I wrote this at least a year ago, before I knew that Donal was going to go through what he's gone through this year. He's had a terrible year. He's been very, very ill. I'm an Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass fan. It's the first book I ever took any notice of, and I have a whole collection of them, actually, of editions of it. And one of the lines that I remember very well is the White Queen. She suddenly screams her head off. Nothing is happening. And Alice says, "What?" She says, I'm about to pin, my pin is going to get blood everywhere." And her brooch does pierce her, and she starts to bleed. And she stops crying completely. She says, "It's happened now. I've done it. No need now." And Alice says, "Oh, I've never thought of that. That can't happen." And she says to Alice, "It's a poor sort of memory that only works backwards." So this is called Remembering the Future. "If I mourn now, remembering I shall one day lose the warm swell of your chest under my cheek, the comfort of your gentle hands on my body. Like the White Queen, if I suffer now the pain that will grip my chest, as I lie here one day in the future, knowing you've gone. Perhaps I can live time reversed, all grieving done, no tears to shed, time cancelled. My fingertips still exploring your beloved flesh, you and I in a perpetual present time. But no, my mourning will be of infinite duration. Better not to step through the looking glass. There will be no relief from remembering that you've gone, and no end to the pain. Best to keep my poor one-way memory that holds the presence of you, and remember only our precious years together." Coming to last week, we've been going down to the library every Thursday to a little workshop session that goes on with Adam Gary. And I found it very, very stimulating, really. It was a lovely little group. And he made us write a ghazal, and I've never been able to write that sort of stuff before. But he said it's about life and loss. It can be about love, life and loss. And he explained how to do it, and so I had a go. And then I edited it at home, and I managed this. This is a ghazal to Donal. "I confront the possibility of losing you, love. I'm painting pictures using some sombre greys and blues, my love. Such joy we have known, two happy lovers, it must not end. Parting would be so bruising. You are my friend, my true love. I will not believe that we won't make old bones together. Darby and Joan, cruising to new territories, my love. We'll face down cruel death. We'll go on loving, and you'll live on, sharing thoughts, musing too on memories of life and love. I'll repel the demon death that's threatening to bring you down. While I live singing true love, there will be no surrender. And the final poem I'm going to read is the title poem from this little book which we published a long time ago. I can't remember, about 8 years ago at least. It's called, and the title poem is How to Make a Dress Out of Silence. I used to be called Janice Windle. That's why we called our publishing little outfit Dempsey and Windle, but we got married. How to make a dress out of silence. Take a yard of the quiet of a dawn before the birds wake. Use the sudden hush before a truth is spoken, and the breathless pause in the eye of a storm to create a template for your bodice. Be sure to calculate the volume of air held in place by the lungs' alveoli, so that it stretches easily across the depth and breadth of your chest. Cut out the skirt from a length of the boundless, soundless vacuum of space. Now, thread a hiatus with a sense of absence and sew into one piece. Try on the dress. Listen.